Dr. Michael Broom here. Glad you're checking out my Things to Think About videos. Let's think today about lying. Not the big scandalous kind, just the ordinary everyday lies, the ones we all tell from time to time. At the heart of every lie is something very simple. We lie because we don't want the other person to know the truth. The important question then is, why don't we? To answer that question, consider that lying really isn't about deception. It's about protection. A lie is like a fig leaf. We use it to cover what feels too vulnerable, too risky to show. So when we lie, what are we trying to protect? Typically, we think the truth will cost us something. Respect, maybe. Connection, safety. Maybe the truth is embarrassing and would cause us shame. Maybe we're afraid the other person would lose respect for us, will want to disconnect from us, or we just want to keep the peace. So we keep it to ourselves. We create a version we think they can handle and that we can handle. We don't lie to be cruel, that's rare. We're lying because we're scared of what the truth might do. That's what we're trying to protect. We're afraid that they'll get upset, walk away. They'll certainly think less of me. So we trade truth for an illusion of peace. Inside, though, we're anxious if not actually scared. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The person being lied to is part of the equation too. That might sound odd or uncomfortable, but it's still true. We lie when we don't believe the truth will land in a safe place. We decide it's safer to lie than to be honest. Let's flip the script a bit. You're the one being lied to. Are you often quick to criticize? Do you have the habit of responding with blame or shame? Do you dismiss other views because you're so certain of your own? Do you judge a little too quickly? If people feel they have to get it right for our approval, then we're helping create the conditions for the lie. So yes, lies are co-created. Generally not conscious or intentionally, but still they are. Some people carry an invisible sign that says, "Only show me or tell me what I already approve of." And when that's the case, the truth gets left at the door. Let's look now at what lying does to a relationship. It puts a crack in its foundation. Even small lies leave residue, traces of doubt, places where the trust has been damaged. Over time, these little incidents add up. The moment I lie to you, I'm stepping away from you even if it's just a little bit. Over time, those little bits accumulate. They add up. Without intending to, I'm choosing distance over closeness, safety over connection. Deception causes a rift, a dissonance between my authentic self and the made-up image I'm trying to offer. Having to keep up a version of yourself that isn't true is anxiety-producing. It can be wearisome, and it's certainly tiresome. And for the person being lied to, something starts to feel off. Even if they can't name it, they feel the gap. A dissonance that becomes a quiet barrier that lessens, that damages whatever intimacy is there. Lies do protect, but they also isolate. Lies that trigger a sense of betrayal can destroy a relationship. Now, we don't want to judge lies one way or another. They both have their place in our lives. The trick is to make conscious choices. Is there a relationship where safety is more important than being close? There are certainly professional situations where that might be so. In our personal lives, the opposite may be true, and we want to find our safety within our relationships. In that case, forgo the lies. Working through the truth of difficult information is where relationships grow stronger and deeper. Flipping the script again, if we want honesty, and who doesn't, we've got to make the space for it. We must be conscious and intentional about being someone who is safe to hear someone's truth without judgment. Our opinions and values don't need to be those of others. We're curious, interested, and appreciate that we're trusted enough to be told delicate truths. We're even strong enough to hear what we don't want to hear. And when we do that, we invite the truth instead of demanding it. People feel no need to lie to us. In closing, remember that there is no need to make being honest better than lying. They both have their place and purpose in our lives. But notice when you're on automatic in this regard and see if this is an area where you would like your choices to be more conscious and intentional. If this gave you something to think about or feel about, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's working to live a more fulfilling and fascinating life. Thanks for watching. See you next time.